Babyquick, Adventure of the Moondragon is a licensed 3D platformer collectathon where you play as Babyquick, the child of Quick the Dragon. You go on a modestly sized adventure to collect tokens, fight enemies, and evade hazards. Exactly what you'd expect, more or less, but there's something to be said for generic things done exceptionally well. Babyquick, Adventure of the Moondragon excels in its platforming and combat design. You see, combat in this game is genuinely challenging, in spite its simplicity. The enemies are seriously aggressive, ignoring or running around them is pretty difficult, and the cooldown on your flame breath is just right to encourage a good flow. You dodge, you strike, you dodge again, you strike again. It's heartening to see a 3D platformer where the enemies are actually a consequential threat, because so many fellow titles in the genre can't quite manage that. Speaking of, the platforming itself is also a source of challenge. Babyquick usually has just a single jump, and the game forces you to make good use of it. You've got to know almost precisely how far off that platform you can scoot, how high that arc goes, and where slopes begin and end. Some of the jumps gave me flashbacks to Maximo, in a good way, of course. Even when you do grab one of the double jump items hidden in the levels, the platforming generally becomes tougher to compensate. Like with enemies, creating seriously tough platforming gauntlets is a challenge for many 3D platformers. They're usually lenient in the player's favor to a fault, but that's not the case here. Good job. The level design is more standard, but still nothing to laugh at. Each level has a distinctive feel, not only through their unique aesthetics and platform placement, but also through the gimmicks they introduce. For example, the Aztec jungle sees you fleeing from a massive golem, hurriedly grabbing collectibles in your dash to the exit. If you spend too long searching for those last few coins, you'll get stomped into the dirt. Or my personal favorite level, the Poisonous Clouds, which has a pure platforming focus with increased verticality, numerous optional pathways, and ridiculously ravenous enemies. That's 3 for 3, and Babyquick, Adventure of the Moondragon is on a roll. That said, there are some clearly amateurish elements and noticeable mistakes, such as clear clipping issues, glitchy animations, teleporting me back to the start of the world map each time I clear a goal, unfitting music in all but one stage, and a very sparsely populated water level. Overall, though, it's a good time, and it brings the good feelings. I mean, who doesn't see a big tower and go, "Oh yeah, baby, time for some platforming"? This game has a lot of that. Now, though, it's time for the elephant in the room. You might have noticed I called Babyquick a license game way back there. Indeed, this game is based on an existing property, a cryptocurrency pair named Quick and Babyquick, to be exact. The connection isn't avoidable either. The story entirely exists to criticize FUDs, which is cryptocurrency fandom terminology for skeptics of cryptocurrency. The game ends with you killing King FUD and eliminating all doubt about the legitimacy of cryptocurrency. Shit like this puts me in a really weird position. I care deeply about games, and I try to approach them with the dignity and honesty that they deserve. Why does there have to be a good platformer with solid level design inside a work that's ultimately weird propaganda, and not even particularly smart propaganda? It leaves a gross taste in my mouth. Cool game, though. Hey, it's the end of the video. Did you know I have a Patreon? It's true. If you grab certain tiers there, you can directly influence what content I make next. Or you can just offer general support. Both are lovely, and some equally lovely people are already signed up. People I will list for you now. My wonderful supporters are iPompous, Anonymous, Jay, Marth Sinclair, Mighty Minimalist Power Rangers, Sam Anderson, and Some Call Me Anto. A link to the Patreon is in the description. Thank you all so much for your time and thoughts, and I'll talk to you in the next video.